thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so I don't know if this is a true like haul unboxing video because I don't have a ton of stuff to try, but I did get some stuff from Flower Beauty. This is the first time I'm trying the brand and I've always wanted to try it because it just looks cute and I like Drew Barrymore, so yee. I did get a few things. I got 6 different products to try. So these are things I've been looking at for a while and have heard really good things about, so I'm excited. Alright, so the first thing, I'm so not used to it. I'm just gonna put my hair back. I can't. I like how my hair looks now, but I cannot do makeup with my hair down, so up it goes. It's not quite enough to do a full face, but I'm going to do my best. So the first thing I'm going to try is the Flower Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir, and it's like, I hope you can see this. It's literally so shiny. So shiny. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so the skin elixir says it has an ultralight texture and it has a smoothing and brightening effect, and it's supposed to smooth, prime, and hydrate. Oh, it says you apply it before moisturizer. Wow. Whoops. Hopefully it still works. I'm not used to putting on a primer before. Okay, yes, it's still so shiny. It has kind of oh, what's the? I know the scent. It's kind of a. It's like an herb. Right? I know what that scent is. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. I cannot think of what that scent is. It feels nice. It does feel, I mean, it's an elixir, so I guess I was expecting it to feel slightly less oily than it is, but it's quite oily. I do have combination skin, so hopefully it will actually help the makeup stay put, but we shall see. We shall see. I did get a powder, so maybe that will even things out, but it's like, it doesn't feel like it's super well blended into the skin. It just feels kind of like it's sitting on top, but it's pretty, so I mean that helps. It's gonna bother me that I don't know what that scent is. I still don't know what it is. Hold on, maybe it'll tell me actually. Hold on, I literally, I can't go on. I have to know what the scent is because it's a very distinct scent, and I can't. I need to know. Okay, it says jojoba seed oil, camellia seed oil, and kukui nut oil. That's not what I was thinking. What is the scent? Like, that's not the scent I'm thinking of. I don't think it's jojoba. Lavender, sunflower, rosemary. Is that it? Is it rosemary? It might be the rosemary I'm smelling. Whatever, it's fine. I'm derailing the point of this video. Okay, so it does, like I said, it does feel like very oily, so that has me a little concerned, but we shall see. Who knows? It could still be fine. We know nothing. We know nothing. Okay, so I'm going to try makeup first. Now, I did look at this, and so I watched Ellie Glines. She's one of my favorite makeup YouTubers, and she used a shade that was a bit darker than this, and I thought, oh, well, I'm just a bit lighter than her, so it'll be fine. So I got the shade Porcelain L1, which is the absolute lightest shade they have, because it's not a big range at all. Because I've heard so many good things about this foundation, and it's a decent amount darker than me, so I'm going to put it on, and we'll do damage control after the fact. That's what I've decided. So. Oh gosh. Actually, it's not as bad as it looked when I swatched it the other day. Maybe it's just because I was in the wrong lighting. Like, on my hand it looks like the wrong undertone though, but it's not. Okay, I can make this work. It's kind of like coverage a bit more, doesn't it? Does it say what coverage it's supposed to be? It's all day wear, broad spectrum, SPF 18, luminous makeup, nude skin feel. Okay, so it doesn't tell me like kind of what coverage it is, but stipple a bit. Yeah, I still, like, just looking straight at it before blending it in, I still think it's a little dark for my preference, but because it's a lighter coverage, I don't notice it quite as much. Maybe it's just because, hold on, I'm gonna turn on. Yeah, it's just like looking at it on my hand, it seems like a little too dark, but because and if it oxidizes, like literally at all, I will be in trouble. So I am going to do some preventative measures and use, I don't know, I'll use a lighter highlighter. Okay, so looking at it in natural light, it's not quite the right shade. I think it's a little too dark and a little bit too, like, just a little bit the wrong undertone because I'm neutral, so it just has me worried, and I'm slightly worried about that glow, like the oil. Oh no, this isn't starting well. It'll probably be fine. I'm just freaking out. It's fine. I'm gonna tap it in. I probably shouldn't have used a brush, but I didn't want to go wet my sponge, so It's fine. We shall see how it works. And it is the wrong tone slightly, but if it wears okay, I can try mixing it with like another foundation that's a little light for me. Like I might mix it with, which part of it depends on like how it, you know, how it wears, but I might mix it with my Juvia's Place foundation because this one is extremely light and this one is just a bit too dark. So like this is like I haven't seen the sun in weeks shade on me. So hold on, I will show you. So this is my I Am Magic foundation, Velvety Matte foundation in the shade Marisol 740, and then this is the Flower Beauty in Porcelain L1. Now they have a pretty drastic shade difference, and so I tend not to wear the Juvia's Place one too awful much, just because it's extremely full coverage and it is a bit light. But if I mix the two, possibly it'll feel a little better. So I might try mixing it right now and just put it a little bit on the under eyes, and we'll see how that we'll see how that works. Since it's a matte foundation, maybe it'll help that oil. Maybe I shouldn't have I should have probably been a little lighter handed on the oil. It's probably what I should have learned, but did we? Okay. So, I'm going to do my brows real quick. So the next thing I'm going to try is the In Your Prime Ultimate Eye Primer. So it's supposed to leave you crease-free, long wear, and with an invisible finish. So, and spread it on. Feels very smooth, which is good. I think I squeezed out a little too much, but that's fine. Alright, so while that kind of settles, I think I'm going to try and set this T-zone a little bit because I'm concerned about the oil. As mentioned, actually I need to do my concealer first. Dad, I usually do my makeup. I'm out of order today. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I am going to take concealer since I'm worried. Alright, so next I'm going to try the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder. So this is universal, so it's supposed to be a transparent shade. I don't know how it'll work on deeper skin tones, obviously. So can't help you there. So it's supposed to minimize the appearance of imperfections and have a mattifying effect while also setting your makeup. So it comes with like a little mirror and like a little sponge that comes with it. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to try and use the sponge that comes with it just to kind of see what happens. So, I mean, it feels very smooth. Downside to using the mirror is if you want to refill, you kind of have to like flip it back up. Alright, and now I'm going to try and use a brush, see how I like it different. So right now I'm just kind of setting the T-zone, just because again I'm kind of worried about that, which I'm taking away. It does mattify because before I was still looking very dewy. This jawline is wearing it. It's like oxidizing a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. The powder does what it's supposed to. I look matte, and my skin feels soft and silky smooth. So I am going to very quickly do my eye makeup just off camera. I'm going to use my Nomad palette from Juvia's Place, and I will be right back. Alright, so I just quickly put together an eye look and threw on some mascara, and we're ready to move on to the next thing. I don't know why I'm talking so much with my hands today. Whatever. Alright, so the next thing, and we're getting close to the end here because again I did not buy a ton of different stuff, but I'm going to try the Blush Balm in the shade BB1 Nectar. So it's got cute little packaging, and I haven't used liquid blushes cream blushes too much, but I don't have a ton of stuff in this kind of corally peachy shade. So I decided to give it a try, and the packaging on this is kind of fun because and you can tell I already kind of like took a look at it, because when it's first opened it's got this like little glass tip that you squeeze it out through, and so of course the glass is just empty when you open it, then it just comes through, and it's kind of fun. I don't need to. The nice thing about cream blushes is you don't need too much. It's got this nice creamy consistency and a very, very peachy formula. I probably put out too much, but I wanted to show you the color. So I'm going to have it in my hand, tap it on my cheeks. Again, very nice, creamy formula. It seems to be mixing okay with the powder I already have on, so that's good. No, it's very nice, sheer little formula. It's cute. I like it. not so pigmented that I look crazy, so that's nice. Again, but if that means that I don't know how pigmented it will be on skin tones that are darker than mine. Again, I am not the expert on that, but I like it. I think it's cute. So, I mean, that's a win in my book. Again, we'll see how all these things wear. I will obviously keep it on the rest of the day, and if I notice anything about how it wears, I will put it down in the description box below, and you can check it out if you're interested to see how things were, or if anything broke down majorly or whatever. And then while you're down there, you can do all those YouTuber-y things like liking and commenting and subscribing. That'd be awesome. So the last thing I have is a setting spray, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, just add some bronzer, highlighter, lip stuff, and then we'll be back. Alright, we're back. So we're about to test the last thing. This is the Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. So it has some, like, it has like stuff settling at the top. It's got kind of this like pearly appearance. So it is, of course, supposed to lock in your makeup and give you a luminous glow. So I'm just going to shake it up so I can make sure it's all mixed. Ooh. Doesn't have a strong smell. It feels really like it has a super fine mist. That is awesome. I think that may be one of the best mists I have, honestly. Right, so I'm just gonna kind of tap everything into set, especially where I know I kind of get creasy. I totally forgot to conceal this thing. Just never knew it was there. Blemishes who? You saw nothing. Okay, so all that aside, what do I think? I mean, overall, I think it's okay. I wish the foundation range was larger, especially so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, with the foundation, it's just a shade thing. Like, it just doesn't match me as well as I was hoping, so I made it work. It's fine. I think I'm okay with it. As long as I don't, like, literally step out into natural light and suddenly see this stark line across my chin, we're fine. We're good. Other than that, I think everything works really well. Obviously, I don't know how things will wear, so as I said, I will leave that down in the description box below, giving you an update if everything seemed to hold up okay. I think I like the luminosity of the skin elixir, but I just it is extremely oily. So, like, I was expecting it to have like a little bit of oiliness, but not quite as much as it did. So I think next time if I use it, I will use a little bit less, and like just make sure I'm very careful with it around my T-zone. So, but obviously it doesn't matter that much because I ended up like setting the rest of my face with the powder and everything, so it kind of ended up like neutralizing everything. So I mean, that's all good. But I mean, overall, I think the brand is really cute. It's cruelty free, so that's awesome. I mean, I'm really happy with it. I wanted to try one of their eyeshadow palettes. Maybe I'll try that sometime soon. If you guys like these kind of more unboxing videos where I try things, obviously I can't afford to get like a ton of stuff, but if you have something you want me to try and talk about, let me know. Same goes for books. If you guys have books that you want me to read and do a book look on, or even just like a normal review and you're like, I just want to know what you think about this book, please let me know. I am always open for suggestions. Just like pop down into the comments and let me know, or you can follow me on Instagram. I am also really active there. It's also Inaudible Beauty, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun with this just quick little video, and I love you all so very much. Stay magic, keep reading, and have an absolutely beautiful day. Goodbye!